Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cardinals offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground. He's got it again.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Washington State has it in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he'll just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go hurry up here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Moving away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ball State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to pass, it's Montgomery. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On second down, they'll take to the air. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's another Ball State first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds his big tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out or it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington State, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. The expressway is wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And first down for the offense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Shows him the stiff arm. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes the easy completion. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Pressure coming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Shotgun snap on third down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're trying to get to it. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. And at the end of the day, David, that's a happy lot for them.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That was pretty to me.
That's going to do it for us.